Hey y'all, it's your girl Vincere, aka Courtney, and I'm back with another assembly. Y'all know the rules. Like, share, and subscribe to see more of this, or even if you just enjoyed this video. Today we'll be making the MIHARU dresser. Um, I did the nightstand, and the link is in the description below if you need instructions on how to make that as well. We're going to grab our panel, which is going to be, we're going to start on the drawers. Let me just say that. So it's going to be 6 panels just like this. It has 6 holes in it. We're going to go ahead and open up our cam lock screws, which are the screws that we screw in that don't go in all the way. We're going to screw in 2 on each side, just like you see me doing here. And once you have that, I'm going to go ahead and grab all 5 of my other ones. And it's easier just to do every step of each one as you go along. So you don't have to go back all the way to the very beginning to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and put all my cam screws in, just like I have here, 2 on each side. And once you have that done, oh, and it's also going to be 1 in the middle at the bottom. And I did that on a later step, but you can do it now or you can do it later. So now I'm going to grab the side of our drawers. And this is going to be the back of our drawer with the other long striped line. And we're going to go ahead and grab that too. So once you have that, the lines on each panel are going to line up together. So all your lines should be facing the same direction, going the same way, just like you see me aligning here. There's 2 holes on the outside edge. We're going to take our 2 long screws that it tells us. I don't have my directions in front of me, so bear with me on the lettering. But they look long, just like this one. And you're going to go ahead and stick that into 2 of the holes. And then you're going to use your screwdriver or your Allen key that was provided to you and tighten it up. Make sure they align and the line align just like that. I use my drill, for a faster process, but you can use your screwdriver, no problem. So once you have that screwed in, we're going to go ahead and flip it over, take the other panel and do the same thing, just the opposite. So it should not be the same way. Make sure the hole is aligned. It should be 2 bigger holes at the opposite end, just like you see me have here. I'm going to take my my panel. It's very thin, just like you see me holding in my hand. And it goes on the bottom side of the drawer where the hole is. We're going to screw in one of those long screws and we're going to tighten it to this. And where the hole is, make sure that it's facing the same direction that you see me have here. Now we're going to take our flimsy board, and this is a thinner piece, and it has brown on one side, white on the other. You're going to put the white in the inside, and we're going to slide it in to where the lines are. And this is the part where I said I missed the cam screw. So you're just going to take that cam screw and you're going to screw it in on one of the bottom holes on each of your panels. And then once you have that, you're just going to go ahead and place it in there. And each of the cam screws should align in the hole that you see me have here in the video. You might have to adjust the flimsy piece if it doesn't go down all the way so that it fits inside the lines that was engraved in each panel. And then we're going to take our cam lock screws and we're going to go ahead and tighten them up just like that. It doesn't get like a full turn. You just turn it in until it stops turning really. And you're going to do that to 5 of them on each side. Once you have that down, you're going to go ahead and take your drawer screws, which holds the handle, and you're going to put it in 2 of the holes. I usually attach one first, and then I go ahead and screw the other one. The golden handles. So you're going to go ahead and screw them in like that. The golden handles. Oh, what? Them golden shit be having me started, y'all. I be singing like shit. I'm a motherfucking singer. So, anyways, after I did that, right, I'm gonna take my rails and I'm gonna show you. And I told y'all to do each step by each step. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to that. Look, you're gonna take your rails, right? You got the wheel at the bottom. The wheel goes at the bottom and it goes towards the back. It don't go towards the front of the drawer. It goes towards the back of the drawer. The edge should align right along the drawer, just like you see me have here. I'm going to take my little screws that was provided to us for the drawer, and I'm going to go ahead and screw in 2 on each end. You might have to hold it in place, one, just like that. And then you're going to flip it over and go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Now, what I was saying, y'all, is usually each step I would have did with them drawers, I would have did it for each one so it could be back quicker. But now I just wanted y'all to see how one drawer was assembled, and we're just going to go back and repeat those steps to all our remaining 5 drawers. Now that I have all 6 of my drawers assembled, I'm going to go ahead and install my rails one more time. I'm going to let y'all see. You put in 3 screws on each end, 1 in the middle, 1 on each end to hold the rail in place, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and attach my golden handles. My golden handle. Damn. Look how she just dropped it low like that. That chain. Oh shit, that's me. That chain fat, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Then I got the little back tab, man. I bet they be having a ball. Okay, so now, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yeah. You're just gonna repeat the steps to all the drawers. Now we're gonna take our piece, well, both our panels that looks the same. They have 2 holes at the top, but one is for the left side, one is for the right side. They have 2 big holes at the top where the cam screws go. You're going to look at the CL and the CR that is on the screws. The hose goes towards the bottom. See, just like I have here. See how the wheel is at the bottom? That goes on this side. Make sure each rail is the same on each panel. Nothing should be the opposite. Now that we have that, we're going to take our 2 screws, our 2 small screws, and we're going to tighten those rails in place just like this. And we're going to go ahead and do that to all of the rails until they're all tightened. Now we're going to set those pieces to the side. We're going to grab our other panel that looks similar to the one we just did, but this time we're going to put the rails on both sides. Pay attention to the CL and the CR so you'll know which way to put it. And I'm going to give you a look at how I have it faced in just a second. And the wheels go towards the bottom, remember that. And you're going to flip it over and do the same thing to the opposite side. See, look. This how the previous step we just did. The wheels are right here facing the bottom towards that hole. And then the same thing on the opposite side right here. So the wheels should be away from the 2 holes. This close to each other on the opposite side. And that's the same thing we're going to do here. If it don't make sense how I'm saying it, just watch the video and do everything as I do. You're going to flip it over and we're going to put these rails on the same way. See how my wheel is at the bottom? I got my hole aligned. It's going to go in the first hole towards the wheel, and then the other the other hole should align within the hole. Just like that. Let me just shut up and let y'all look. Is it okay to talk now? So I'm gonna go ahead and screw in my rails. Tighten them up. Then boom. This piece panel is going to basically be our middle. We're going to take our cam lock screws and we're going to go ahead and screw in one on one side and do the same thing to the other side. We're also going to screw our cam screws in one side of each panel that we did in the previous step. It gets two of them, well, three technically, because it gets two in the two holes on one side and then one on the opposite side. You're going to do the same thing to the other panel. Once you have that, you're going to set it to the side, and we're going to take our longer panel that has 6 holes on one side, and it also has the 5 tiny holes. The side with the 5 tiny holes in each corner and 2 in the middle, we're going to put the metal plates on it. This is what holds our golden legs. Oh, y'all don't know about the golden legs yet, but it's coming up. You're going to use your 5 little screws, and you're going to screw in each of the plates just like this. I aligned them. The top screw, the corner of the plate goes into the corner of the assembly, just like you have here. All the holes should align perfectly fine. I'm going to screw in our little screws that it has provided to us on each of the 5 holes in each plate. If you're using the screwdriver, it's just going to take a little long, but you can get it done. Now that we have that, we're going to take our little screws, and this doesn't have a top or bottom. It's just a regular screw with grooves in it. We're going to go ahead and twist it in, and they're golden as well. The golden screws. The golden screws. So once you screw that in, you're going to give it a little twist. Make sure it's tight enough. You know how y'all like it tight. Make sure it's tight. Now we're going to grab our golden legs. The golden legs, and screw them in just like that. Look at that hand motion. Golly. Them grippers right there, y'all. Oh, let me get back to it. To go to it one time. Shorty. Oh, shorty. Ooh. Oh, what? No, she didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, what? No, she not. No, she not. Ah. Let me shut the fuck up. I'm burnt out. Now y'all gonna take your last golden leg, right? And you're gonna screw them in the middle of the board. Same thing for real, same drill. Just screw in 4 screws, align it to the hole, just like that. Now that you got those screwed in, you're going to go ahead and flip this over on the side and put it out the way. We're going to go ahead and grab our little panels. They're like little, thin, long. Then we're going to grab the longer one that looks like this. We're going to take our board that has rails on both sides. Make sure the wheels are going towards the carpet, going towards the floor, whatever you recommend, but they go towards the bottom. We're going to take each of our panels, the shorter ones, and we're going to put those into the cam screws that we have sticking out on each side and go ahead and interlock that with the cam screws. Oh, and first you got to get your wooden dowels. Get your wooden dowels and put those into the holes next to the cam screws. Yep, just like that. Stuff it down. And then lock it in. I'm using my screwdriver here. I never use a drill when I'm locking in my cam screws. So once I did that, I'm going to do the middle piece. The 2 holes that you see in the middle, it goes just like this. You're going to put in your wooden dowel, of course. And now we're going to screw in our 2 screws that was provided to us. And we're going to take the smaller piece. Our other panel with the rails, we're going to put that there. That is the outside of the dresser. Make sure the wheels are facing the ground. Like I taught you, everything goes in the same direction. We're going to take the shorter panel and we're doing the exact same thing to the other side. Just like we have here. My 2 holes are going at the top and my wheels are facing towards the floor. I'm going to align the thinner panels into the cam lock screws and I'm going to tighten them all together. Once I have everything tightened, I'm just going to turn it to the side like this so you can see what's going on. And this is where you're going to take this long board right here and we're going to put in our cam lock screws. It gets 2 on each end and 2 in the middle. Make sure your cam lock screws are straight. As you see, one of mine is crooked, so I will have to go back later on and fix it, straighten it up. But I did go back and straightened it before I put it towards the assembly. Now I'm going to put in my wooden dowels into the dresser that we're assembling. Those go on the inside, and I'm going to attach the board that we just put the cam screws in. The cam screws go inside the hole, and once you get them all aligned, you're safe to push it down and snap it in place, and then take 6 cam screws and tighten it up. Yeah, y'all seeing me, my back was hurting. So once you have that tightened, I'm going to go ahead and move it over some. I'm going to put my wooden dowels inside the bottom now, because now we're going to put on the bottom with the golden legs. Make sure each of the wooden dowels align with the holes before you push it down and snap it in. And once you take that, you're going to take 6 long screws, just like I have this one right here. And you're going to go ahead and screw that into the bottom of the dresser to secure the golden legs on side. Once you have that screwed in, we're going to take our 2 flimsy pieces and we're going to go ahead and nail those in the back. It has a half of a hole on each end, so those half of the holes go in the middle so they align together. And we're going to go ahead and use our small screws that provided to us and screw them in the holes that was in place. If you're using a screwdriver, it may take a while, but don't be discouraged if you really like this dresser.
Think about it. That's because they out of sight, out of mind. You know, what we really do.
Once you have that together, you're going to go ahead and put your dresser on its golden legs and stand it up straight. We're going to go ahead and put our wheels resting on the wheels. You might have to tilt it up at an angle and then you slide it in and check it. If this video helped you, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you.